It's the Lunch Show with Chad Summers. Fasten your seatbelts for the greatest radio show in the world, ever. And now, the host of the Lunch Show, Chad Summers.
All right. Welcome to the Lunch Show, everybody. My name's Chad Summers. I'm your host. Happy National Popcorn Day. That's actually a thing. Speaking of pop, I don't have my pop filter on. I had a mic issue. I knocked my microphone off my desk, and it hasn't been working, so I had to switch up microphones, and so we've got a new sound here. Let me stick my pop filter on so it doesn't go pop, pop. You hear that? All right, hopefully that'll help a little bit. Getting a late start, so I'm going to kind of cruise through this show pretty quickly. Today is January 19th, 2024. Glad you could join us for lunch. Let's get into the birthdays. Dolly Parton, 77. Paula Deen, 76. Also on this day in history, these are, I must admit, as I was prepping for the show, I got the wrong day. I did these yesterday and forgot to switch the date. So, but it turns out, I looked at today's historical news and they weren't nearly as cool as yesterday. So we're just going to do yesterday. So all these things happened yesterday. 1943, to save on the costs of labor and equipment, the United States banned the sale of pre-sliced bread during World War II. Wow. Wow. 1912, British explorer Robert Falcon Scott and 4 members of his expedition reached the South Pole only to discover that Roald Amundsen had preceded them by a month. Scott and his men subsequently died trying to return to their base camp. Oh, well, that's a bummer. To say the least. You get, you lose the race and then you succumb to the cold. 1911, the first aircraft landing on a ship. This is amazing. On a ship's deck was performed by American pilot Eugene Ely on the battleship Pennsylvania in San Francisco Bay. I mean, how many years uh, after the Wright brothers flew their plane at Kitty Hawk did this happen? Let's see here. I'm going to do a quick search. What year was that? 1903. Okay, so not even a decade into our aviation experience, they're already landing on aircraft. That's how advanced our military is. Like even back then, it's unbelievable. All right, let's get into the news, the meat and potatoes of the show. This is not shocking. Child screams. This one's from TMZ. Child screams in chilling footage. Get him out of the water. This happens in the Bahamas, in Atlantis, Bahamas resort. Quote, the resort's swimming with sharks experience, which is operated by an outside company, has since shut down at least temporarily. So yeah, there's an experience where you get to swim with sharks, nurse sharks and reef sharks, which are typically not aggressive. So hey, why not let people swim with them? Well, this is why, because they're sharks and they will attack you. You have this a little bit of flashy, reflective stuff on you. They think it's a fish or something. It's not like they have something against humans. But I mean, these things they're by nature predators. You see what I'm saying? We've got a headline here from Fox News. We've got the headline only. They want me to join. I don't want all their emails. So this one's the first heading was, quote, deadly mistake. And then after you click on it, the next headline is concealed carry holder in Illinois turns the tables on would-be Facebook marketplace robber. So I guess, the dude, he got taken out permanently. The sub headline would read: "The would-be robbers used Facebook Marketplace to attempt to rob the victim," police said. This encouraged me to give you a few tips on not just firearms, but firearms and selling on Facebook. One, if you go down in the comments and read about this story, some things that people said. One was talking about how they only meet people at the police station. In their whole experience of meeting Facebook marketplacers at the police station, only one was not willing to do it. So that just makes sense. I mean, a lot of people meet at the grocery store or the post office or something, but I think that's what I'm going to start doing. Well, I live just a couple blocks from the police station, so I'm going to start doing that. It makes sense. Why not? Instead of making a right turn and going to the grocery store, I'll make a left turn and go to the police station. If you're not able to do that, if your police station's very far away, go to the grocery store, post office, somewhere where they have cameras out in the parking lot and people around. And if you must, in both those cases, having a concealed, you're allowed to carry in my state a weapon exposed. So that's called open carry, and that's legal without any permits. So, yes, if you have to have them at your home, have your neighbor come over. Say, look, I'm selling something. I'm meeting a guy. I'm selling something on guy or girl on a marketplace. Could you come on over? I feel safer. You'll probably have, if you have a cool neighbor, they'll be happy to do it, and that'll help your chances of survival. Um, not that it's that dangerous, but yeah, it could go bad, like it did for this guy in the story, apparently. But those are my bits of advice for you. So use those as you wish. But if someone comes to your home, why not just open carry? You can do whatever you want on your property. You can conceal carry. You're on your land. You can conceal carry without a permit. Um, Open carry. You can have a rifle slung around your shoulder if you want. You know, it's your property. All right, here's one from Outkick. Crystal Hefner bashes her dead husband, having to sleep with an 80-year-old. There's a price. Well, no one was putting anything to your head making you do it, you know? Let's see. Oh, and I read later on in the article that he said to her, quote, "I want you to continue my legacy going forward, and I want to remind you to only say good things about me." Well, yeah. I mean, he gave her everything she could ever want, like financially and publicly and career wise or whatever. And what does she do in return? All he's asking is, don't bash me when I'm no longer here to defend myself. What does she do? She pens a tell-all memoir telling everything, every little negative thing about him, and he's gone, can't defend himself. Look, lady, you're a working girl, all right? That's all there is to it. You do it for the money, you're a working girl. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back.
Don't touch that device, because the lunch show will be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's Chad. Just wanted to take this opportunity to let you know that the lunch show was always intended to be a TV show, and that's still the plan. We plan on launching the Lunch Show TV show in late 2024, right around the corner. So keep listening to the show. Click on all the things that help support us, and it's time to get back to the Lunch Show.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any better, there's more of the Lunch Show with Chad Summers.
All right, we are back at the Lunch Show here. My name's Chad Summers. Wow. If you're giving annual memberships away, things are getting scary here. This one from Fox News. Applebee's offers discounted pass that will get you up to $1,500 of free food for the year. Well, how much do you have to spend to get fit? I guess the pass is $200, but how much do you have to spend to get the 1,500? If you're eating at Applebee's that much in 1 year, I suppose you could go there and eat like fish and salad, and not a hamburger with French fries and a piece of cake afterwards and 5 beers. Look, your days are numbered no matter what, but they're shortened if you eat like that. My God. But yeah, it's time to sell memberships to our dining facility, restaurant, whatever. All right, we've got one from TMZ here. I am so stoked about this one. I cannot wait. I I know, quote, I know Richard's mad about my movie, but I honestly mean well, unquote. That was Pauly Shore's quote there. He is playing Richard Simmons in a upcoming biopic, which I cannot wait to see. I love biopics. That's how I learned. And Richard Simmons was a unique individual, to say the least. So I would like to see that movie. I think it's going to be pretty funny if my prediction is correct here, folks. That leaves us with one. No, I'm sorry. I jumped the gun. Here's one from Fox. Meet the American who created the chairlift. James Curran, railroad engineer, lifted skiing to new heights, but he did it accidentally. Business moguls plan to save railroad industry, instead sparked alpine craze. Well, I'm not going to lie. I've been on tons of chairlifts, and you know, they were there when I was born and started skiing. So I never really thought about it. But now that I read this, it's kind of cool to hear about. There is a video if you want to go check that out at Fox News. I'm going to watch it. All right, now that does leave us with one article left, and that's a good news story because that's how we roll here. We always have this one from Good News Network. Before I do that, I just want to say, shoot me an email sometime at chadslunchshow@gmail and click subscribe, please. 0 airline crashes in 2023. It was one of aviation's safest years ever. And I'm thinking, that's awesome for starters. But what about the Japan collision right after that earthquake not long ago? Well, that was January 1st of this year, so that doesn't count. But I don't even know if they're talking about midair or on the ground as well at airports, runways. I don't know, but either way, that's great news, or else it wouldn't be at the Good News Network, would it? So I'll probably not fly anytime soon unless absolutely necessary. It's just not one of my favorite things to do, but that's good news. So I'll feel a little bit better if I have to. I'm going to call that the episode, folks. It's been real. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you Tuesday. And until Tuesday, keep pressing on in your life and peace out.
All right, folks, that's it for the lunch show today. Don't forget to come back every Tuesday and Friday for new episodes. And don't forget to like, share, tweet, subscribe, friend, listen, email, and tell your friends and family about us. We need every single one of you all. Thank you in advance for your support, and I hope you all have an awesome day.
You just listened to The Lunch Show.